Pro culture.
And the episode has started recording. I'll start the timer. And we're live, guys. We're here, episode 5. Yeah, guys, we're here with episode 5. How we doing, guys? Episode 5. Yeah. We did it, guys. Episode 5. I'm sorry about last week. Had to take last week off. Trying to get some focus on my mental health, which is going to be our first topic this week that we jump into automatically. I'm going to try to keep it clean as we talk about some of my personal issues, guys. So grab your popcorn, because we're going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. My name is Dope Panda, and I have depression, I have anxiety, obviously, as well as I deal with being very inadequate in almost a lot of things, like doing things like trying to do jobs and stuff. I feel like no matter what I do, applying for jobs, doing random stuff, just no matter what, it's no matter I don't feel like I'm good enough. You know what I mean? And that's just something I've been dealing with for a long time. Not feeling like I'm good enough for people. Not feeling like I'm good enough for myself. Not feeling good enough. And like I said, I'm not trying to look for sympathy or nothing. This is just me dealing with issues I've had to deal with for a long time. I'm working on fixing my issues. Like I said, inadequate is something I've dealt with for a while. Sorry, clear my throat. Just took a dab. But because of the depression and the anxiety, it doesn't help with me feeling inadequate. And it just makes me feel like no matter what, I can't never do anything or get anything done. But I'm working on it. Like I said, it's a lot to deal with. People aren't going to understand, so I don't talk about it to a lot of people. But it's a lot to work on. So I'm trying. I could just say that. I wasn't good enough for a lot of things. I wasn't good enough in my marriage and my wife, and what happened. And just those issues compiled. But I'm fixing myself, like I said. Sorry, my throat was clear really good before. Now that I'm talking, of course, it's getting full of phlegm and stuff, so I'm sorry, but I'm trying to clear all up. Like I said, I'm trying to fix my issues. I'm working on me, trying to be a better me. I stopped drinking alcohol at the end of 2022. Some things about me. I was using it as a crutch after my marriage ended. And what I did a lot was I drank a lot. A lot. And, I stopped at the end of 2022. 2023, I didn't have any alcohol. 2024, so far I just had a little bit. I had a couple drinks a couple weekends ago at my brother's house, just chilling. And it wasn't something I missed, you know what I mean? Like, I did it and I was like, meh. I'm back on the sober train again. I don't need it, like I said. I just did it to do it. To see how I would feel after. And, yeah. I'm back on it. I'm not doing it anymore. This year I was working on cutting off soda. That's not something that's easy. But it's something that I wanted to do to help better myself and stuff. And I can definitely say I've cut down the amount of soda I've drastically drank in this year. I still drink a couple sodas from time to time. But I really try hard not to. I tried to mainly stick to water. And the only is when I'm really, really desperate do I break down and have a soda. I'm trying to make it so that going forward, the big 4 pay-per-views are when I have soda. So Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. So from now to Survivor Series, I'm not having any soda. My next soda is going to be on Survivor Series. That's what the promise I made to myself, and I'm sticking to it. I'm trying to be better. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to cut off soda. I did that. I'm trying to do it. Sorry again for the cough. Like I said, just took a dab. I added cardio by going to the gym. I started it halfway through this year. Let me see if I could. Did I put it in my calendar when I started? Hold on. I started going on June 12th of this year. I marked it on my calendar. Frickin' sweet. Now I know my annual gym start date was June 12th, guys. I didn't even why I marked it on my calendar. Shout out to past Charlie for looking out for future Charlie. So yeah, I'll mark that on my calendar on my iPhone that June 12th I started going to the gym. So June 12th, July, August, September. I'm almost 4 months into the gym, guys. Oh, and there it is. Oh, the fucking curse now. Yeah, Mike on the balls, guys. Yeah. Fuck, cock motherfucker. But yeah, guys, like I said, I'm trying to work on being better me, a better Charlie. I had a slip up a couple weeks ago where I stopped going to the gym because I just felt, like I said, really depressed. But, I slipped, like I said, and it happens, and I'm back up on it now. And I'm not going to mess it up. I went 4 times last week. I went today. Going tomorrow. Trying to be better. Like I said, I want to keep that record going. June 12th is when I started. And I'm intent on keeping up with it. I'm going to try my hardest, guys. I want to be better. And I'll dive more into my personal issues as the podcast grows some more. But, I just wanted to give y'all a little bit, you know. You'll learn more about me and my issues. But that's enough of Inside Charlie's Mind. That's enough of me. Let's talk about, some stuff that happened last week. Last week I watched Civil War, guys. You know the movie, right? The What Kind of American Are You movie. Everything is supposed to be scarce, right, guys? Like, kind of post-apocalyptic. The only way to stay warm is by, like, hobo barrel fire. They need to use makeshift ways to develop the film with your body temperature. But they got resources and cables to charge an iPhone, right? So they can view their film. That's kind of weird. There is always an outlet on the run just ready to use. Yeah. There's a part where one of the "Which American are you" dudes shoots a Chinese dude. And I think that would get a lot of these fans off in this movie. Yeah, this movie was mid. It was pretty bad. I thought it was gonna be better, honestly. I wanted it to be better. Hashtag Andy Bernard. Kyle Chandler is gonna play Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. I like Kyle Chandler. He's the dad in the Godzilla movies. That's what I know him from. Well, he's in other stuff too. I just can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Because I recently just watched the Godzilla movies a couple weeks ago. And that's what I know him from. Yeah, so he's gonna be Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps. And I'm also hearing, from the grapevine, there's the final run-ins of who's gonna be John Stewart, the dude from Rebel Ridge, Aaron Pierre. I like that dude. I hope he gets it. Me and my brother peeped Rebel Ridge. It was definitely better than Civil War, that's for sure. It was a decent Netflix movie. I will say that it was decent, yeah. It also had Roy Anderson from The Office in it. And he's still taking L's after losing Pam to Jim. And now he's out here taking out his frustration on minorities. Get it together, Roy. I hope he gets it though. Aaron Pierre, hope you get the spot. I'm looking forward to that show. Green Lantern Corps. Should be good. Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre. Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Hope it happens. We lost Maggie Smith last week, guys. So sad. So obviously, I had to go back and watch all the movies. Fantastic Beasts series included. I love Jacob and Queenie. I'm a huge fan. Which is also is prompting another playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. God. That game is so good, guys. I understand the hate it gets because, you know, JK had her thoughts of how she feels about certain things and people let it, you know, people get affected by it. And I'll just say she only has as much power as you give her, guys. And I just play the game because it's a fun game. I don't really care about the other stuff. I don't really care about JK's personal opinion. She could flush for all I care. Hogwarts Legacy is a generational game. And I can't wait for the sequel. God, the combat in this so far. I'm not going to read my notes. I'm just going to wax whimsically for a minute about Hogwarts Legacy. The flying is so fun. Oh, the combat. Oh, that combat, guys. I wish more games would adapt that combat for Magic play. You know, like, I wish there'd be another, like, really dope, like, wizard game where they had the combat just like this. Shout out to Avalanche Studios. They did their thing with this. Okay, that's enough of me waxing whimsically. Nugget of the week, guys. This is for my dudes out there. Dudes, bros. Would you smash a chick with your homies? That's a 10 out of 10. But the whole time, you and your homies are locked eyes. That's from one of my homies, Jordan. He came up with that. Shout out to Jordan. He's the man. My homie's Eskimo. My dude Jordan. Eskimo. Shut up, bro. The Vince McMahon documentary came out, guys. We're going to talk about that. The Vince McMahon documentary came out. Did you see that? Did you hear about that? Guys, it came out and it wasn't as mind-blowing as people are making it out to be, guys. There's no gotcha moment. No gotcha, guys. It's not like the Jinx with Robert Durst. You're not gonna have like your jaw on the floor. You know what I mean? It was kind of tame. I already knew most of the stuff in it, guys. Come on, it's all stuff that's been out in the open. You can look it up. The incestuous relationship with his mom. The steroid trials, all this stuff people already know, guys. Probably the biggest thing I got away from it was when Stone Cold said he doesn't believe in CTE. This was a perfect documentary documentary. Why can't I speak right now? This was a perfect documentary if you knew nothing about Vince McMahon. And there was talk of Vince trying to buy it back after seeing the early cut of it. I think I know why, guys. Here, I'm going to read you a couple things, alright? As the documentary starts, Stephanie says, people know who he is, but they really don't know who he is. Triple H says, when it comes to him personally, he's going to show you what he wants you to see. Shane said about his father, my dad gets the reputation that he wants. And then Vince himself said at the beginning, as soon as the documentary started, I wish I could tell you the real stories. Holy shit. I don't want to tell you those stories. I'll give you enough so it's semi-interesting. I don't want anybody to really know me. He says all that And with all that being said, before all the allegations came out, you know, the Janelle Grant stuff, it's pretty clear here, you know, maybe there's some truth to that stuff, guys. You know, maybe those are some of the real stories. But people will be blinded by stupidity and loyalty to Vince, I guess. The documentary also had the typical run-of-the-mill schmaz. Hulk Hogan running his mouth and lying through his teeth. And Bret Hart being bluntly honest. You should definitely go out and watch the documentary if you haven't seen anything about Vince and know nothing. But if you have been a fan, I've been a fan of wrestling since I was a little kid. I know a lot about the WWE. And I wasn't really blown away by the documentary. It wasn't mind-blowing. I thought it was very well professionally put together. I'll give you that. If you don't know nothing about Vince McMahon, you can watch this and you'll take away a lot. But since I've been a fan of WWE since I've been a child, I know this stuff. None of it blew my mind. It was very well put together, though. I will say that. Very well put together. Almost burped there. Alright, we're going to do Last Week in Wrestling and talk about some stuff and we'll wrap it up. Last week, guys, Jey Uso beat Braun Breaker and we have not only a new champion, but also a new title with color. They added blue to the Intercontinental title belt and it is such a huge improvement. It's crazy what a little bit of color does. Because that belt now looks beautiful. On SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes and Andrade are tied at 3 wins each. And we're going to a final 7th match. This and the Jey Breaker Intercontinental title match are matches of the week from last week. And you should go out of your way to watch them. Lucha Brothers to WWE. Not quite. Tony Khan has added on another year of injury time on Phoenix's contract after stating, "I'll never make a wrestler that doesn't want to be here stay here." Right. What about that, Tony, huh? So Penta's contract is coming up to an end soon, and Phoenix still has another year left. We'll follow up about that more. Ilya Dragunov was injured at a house show, guys. Unfortunately, he'll be out from hearing about 10 months. What a drag, man. Ilya, get better, bro. We want to see you back on the roster. Do big things, Ilya. We got big things expecting out of you. Get well soon, Ilya. Get well soon. In case anyone cares, I'm on the part where Hogan finally turned heel on my WCW watch. So we're finally going to get into the 83 weeks, guys. 83 weeks, here we come. I can't wait to see how this looks. We're going to talk about some stuff for next week, guys. Next week I'm going to talk about the first 3 episodes of The Penguin and the whole series of Monsters, the Eric and Lyle Menendez story. So next week is going to be the first 3 episodes of The Penguin and Monsters, the Eric and Lyle Menendez story. As well as we're going to talk about Bad Blood and Raw next week. It's going to be another Tuesday episode next week, guys. So next week, the episode will be up on Tuesday again. Because we're going to get on Tuesday, because next week on Raw, we're going to get Gunther versus Sami Zayn and Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods. Both titles on the line, guys. The heavyweight title on the line and the Intercontinental title on the line on Raw. When was the last time that happened, guys? Guys, we are living in wild times. So strap in for the journey, guys. Next week, we're going to be on Tuesday again. So we'll be here next week with the Raw and Bad Blood talk, as well as the Penguin. First 3 episodes and the Eric and Lyle Menendez story. I'm going to finish that. And yeah, we'll be back next week, guys. Until next time, I'm Charlie. You're the listeners. And as always, guys, have a good week. Thank you. Fuck you. Bye.